Sorry that our country caught fire and sent smoke to you.
It's not your fault. It's
Blame Canada, though. Didn't you see the newspapers? Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Hi, Nessie.
Hi. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes, I can hear you. Turn
Mm.
off the guest or the group PNG. Why is Discord VTuber not working? Right, because I have to do that.
You do the filter thing because I have video.
Yeah, I'd have to. Dang it, not that one. There. I would have to change the color key. But I'm going to change the background for this video. This one will be fine. So, how are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm okay right now. What about you?
Doing pretty well. This stream's been going pretty damn well. So, would you like to
Yeah, it's
introduce
great to
yourself to everybody?
hear.
It is.
Hi, I'm Nessie. Nice to meet everyone here.
And you go by she, her, right?
That's correct.
Perfect. That makes it easy. Like, I have nothing against they, them pronouns. It's just way easier for me to remember he, him, or she, her.
Yeah, I understand that.
So, what platforms are you on?
Well, what Nerdy Nanny said, like they put it very succinctly. Like it's don't ask, don't tell. So I really can't. Like I can't like mention those platforms
Well, I mean, you
here
can speak in
directly.
code like Blue Twitch.
That's one way to put it. Another way is the boop site, I guess. I just came up with that on the spot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Fair enough. So you're on spicy sites. We'll go with that one.
Yeah, that works too.
Do you go by any nicknames?
um, like some call me like Nep or Nep sometimes.
Okay.
And like like some people just call me Nessie or cute, like some like things like that. I can't really remember all of them.
Cute does sound pretty fitting.
Mm.
How did you decide on your handle slash VTuber name?
Oh, like it was like a username like that I came up with when I was like I was like socially transitioning online, so to say. And like I wanted to be I call Nessie, and like I thought like Nep would be a good piece of alliteration. So and then by the
I
way,
think
Nessie
so.
is short for Vanessa.
Oh, I didn't actually know that part.
Mm.
Do you happen to have a catchphrase, or is it just that cute giggle?
The Kiko's one of them, but I wouldn't say they're my catchphrases, but they're quotes like from like YouTubers I really like a lot.
And like their sayings
my
have kind
my
of rubbed off on you, giggity.
yeah. One YouTuber is who I in my opinion is my favorite of all time is a Chris Farms. I think you might have heard of them from like if you know Friedman's Mind.
I don't know if I've actually watched that.
Yeah, I highly recommend watching it. But it's not that series in particular. It's his series Ross's Game Dungeon. Yeah, and like he does like reviews sort of videos on games, but he like does unique spins on like his reviews, like and it's like not done really anywhere else. And so like
Okay,
one
nice.
one quote I really like is like it's from his Armed and Delirious game dungeon, his game dungeon in that game, and like he one like in order to like illustrate like a point of like a quote on the game that doesn't really make any sense and even in context. He was like he did like an analogy of sorts. Like he said imagine you're cutting a tomato and you just happen to say I spin and I spin and I spin and this is what happens. That pose isn't there. That was added by me, but and then he said, "It doesn't mean a damn thing, but it sounds like it does." And like yeah, his style of video content is like I really like. That's another quote. Like from his review of a game called Mabus. You can't get robbed by blue aliens if you can't see them.
That's true. Have you ever tried?
Yeah. Yeah, like things like that.
So, can you briefly describe your aesthetic or lore?
Well, I'm a cute nerd girl who's a retro gamer.
I like that.
That's pretty much the only like common thing, I guess.
But you do have a few different kinds of models.
Yeah, I can't really show them all.
No, not really. I do honestly. I'm a little worried about your current outfit, but hey, we'll see.
Yeah, it's my fairy avatar.
Yeah, it's
That
a
I
bikini.
yeah, thanks so much. And like I commissioned someone to make it, and I ripped the assets from like in like an NVIDIA like demo called Dawn. It's the newer one because I couldn't
Okay.
rip it from the older version. So yeah, I had someone put it together with like the avatar here that I've commissioned in the past.
A quick
And
pull up a
yeah.
hot tub PNG or something. A PNG transparent. Um, this one's a pretty obvious answer. Are you more say so, unsay so, or lewd?
Loot some, I guess. In that range, I guess.
You're like more onto lewd some than full on explicit, even though you do enjoy making that kind of content.
Yeah, I guess somewhere in between. Do I have a few kinks, so to say?
A few preferences.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
Mm.
What kind of audience do you want to reach?
Well, people who like me, other nerds.
What, you don't want a following of haters?
Yeah, I think that goes without saying. Mm.
Hot tub party.
Mm.
There, now I
Hot
don't have
tub
to
of
worry
fun.
at all.
Mm.
What inspired you to start making content?
well, I saw someone on like the site that I previously was knew in the past in VR, and like it looked like fun, so I decided to give it a try. And yeah,
Oh, nice. And how
I've
long have
I've
you been
been
at it?
I'm about a year and a few months, not so long, and I'm a little sporadic and how. often I upload anything. To be
Still
honest,
just kind of finding your groove.
and I've I have I haven't really streamed on that site in a while, and I should probably try doing that.
I would think so.
And
It's
yeah.
good to stream, good to make that content.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see.
Do you have a kind of
Well,
content you'd want to do more of?
um, this what I like to make a sort of film and VR chat about like one of my fetishes, which is on mind control. But yeah,
Fair
that's
enough.
something I hope to make sometime.
Yeah, and we can't get into too many details, unfortunately.
Yeah, I also want to like make like films in VR chat sometime. And, like like I'm a fan of like action crime cinema. I want to like make films like that. Oh yeah. I'm also a retro gamer, by the way. I'm not home right now, so I don't really have full body tracking because my Kinect is at home. And I hope to
Oh,
get
okay.
Slime VR trackers sometime. But I have an arcade cabinet right there where I'm pointing. I'm not kidding. I have one in my room at home as well.
Nice. I'm pretty jealous of that.
Yeah, actually more than one here. There's another one that's a little
Really?
smaller. Yeah.
I need to get my hands on some kind of full body tracking for real.
Yeah, I recommend Slime VR if they I
It.
recommend
Mhm.
if they like are in stock because they don't really it's like first come first serve, and like if you order now you're gonna probably have to wait like months upon months if not longer. Like I had to.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Is there a kind of content you'd want to move away from?
Hmm. I have to think about that. Uh, let's see. Not that I know of right off the top of my head.
No, not really. So you're
Hmm.
liking all your stuff. That is good, honestly.
Yeah.
Do you happen to have a goal with your platform?
um. Be bread. I don't know.
Fair enough.
uh. Also. I'd like to like maybe make it a little bigger so I can like collab with like more more loot tubers. I guess.
That is fair. Collabing is
Yeah.
really fun, especially with the kind
Yeah,
of content
I
we
have
make.
collabed with people in the past. Like I do, for instance, I do like a weekly stream with someone, and on their end, and when they have like a lot of guests alongside them, it's really fun.
What's something you wish you were taught when you first got into content creation?
Hmm. Let's see. well, well, I guess temper my expectations a bit, because yeah, like rolling is not that. I did some stuff on YouTube. I didn't really know what I wanted to do.
Yeah, like honestly, it's hard to get that.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible to be that lucky to get the quick growth kind of thing.
Yeah. Good news is like I have like nearly at 1.5k followers on the site.
Oh,
that I
nice.
yeah.
Going very
Thanks
well
so
for you.
much. Yeah.
Is there a kind of content you wanted to make or see but felt like it's too niche?
Hmm. I'd say mind control, but yeah, it's a big enough niche, I
There there
guess.
is there is plenty of content out there for it.
Mm. So I'd like to like stand out if I were to make that.
We just broke the 12,500 mark. Nice. Last I checked it was like 11,600.
Oh,
Jeez.
oh wow!
For
What are you
Trans
talking
Life
about?
Fund.
That's great to
Charity.
hear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like as the group, the Dubbers Hearts have raised 12,500.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's great to hear. Hope they raise even more, like at least double.
Oh, we could
Uh,
definitely
uh,
hope so. We got the rest of today and then tomorrow that we're all still doing this.
mm.
It's going to end off with Seahorse doing a stream that we're all going to try and raid into.
Yeah.
What's the biggest project you're currently working on?
Gotta think. Nothing really right now, but I'd hope to in the future. I need the funds for it. I need a budget for it.
I'm kind of at that position too
Yeah,
with a lot of projects.
yeah, I understand.
If you could collaborate with any creator, who would it be?
Hmm. If I were, I, I didn't mention this. I kind of want to stream on like SFW sites as well and do like not as NSFW things as well. Yeah, that I like play like retro games and such. And like who I want to collab with, I think I posted on your server that Taco Man is back. I'd collab with Taco Man, the first VTuber ever, arguably.
Nice. That
Yeah.
that that would be pretty great to collab with.
Mm. Also, the also like the retro tech YouTubers like 8-Bit Guy, um, LGR, and the list goes on and on.
Yeah, like I've got a bucket list, so to speak.
Yeah.
Have you had a collab that really stood out to you?
Hmm. I'd have to think about that. Let's see. I like I collabed with like Bun once on a stream. I don't think they uploaded about it because of an incident that happened on it, like involving like my father catching me. So yeah.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. That'll definitely stay in your mind.
Yeah. I almost got caught like
That's part of the
doing
fun, isn't it?
stuff.
I mean, it's part of the fun, but you don't actually want to get caught.
Yeah. Not so thrilling once it happens.
Yeah, exactly. What skill has taken you the longest to improve?
I guess like speaking, I guess, to like an audience. I still need to work on that.
Yeah, getting used to that.
Yeah, I also want like work on how that like dance and such because I've seen because a lot of like creators on like NSFW video platforms do dancing and I really like it. I want to try it. Shaking my butt.
Practice makes perfect.
Mm.
How do you like to spend your free time not working on content?
Like playing like retro games and such. Like
Yeah?
maybe hanging out with some people if I on VR if like they're available. And also like I go to like events in VR sometimes.
Oh yeah, I imagine there's a lot of events available in
Yeah,
VR chat.
yeah. Like one event I go to was like from another user named Fallen,
Yeah?
or Gothmon Fallen, depending on who you ask.
I don't know if I know them specifically,
Yeah, and
but I may
they
have heard of them.
they make really good content. Like they're super nice and like. And they hold like a weekly event. I went to that event yesterday. Went such event yesterday. It was super fun. We ended the night with like a meme world.
A meme
And
world?
I like we're like there's doors to memes, and I kept like opening the one with the meme. It's the king. Have been quarterback. 16 bits. 32 bits. 64 bits. Yeah, that one with the angry video game nerd.
Oh geez, that's been a while.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's like that's it's like that. Like I'm a retro gamer. Can you tell?
I
That's why
can,
that.
I can. Where do you want to see your
Yeah.
platform in 5 years?
Hmm. Hopefully bigger than it is now. That's all I can say. Yeah,
Hopefully, yeah.
and like doing like more things like running retro games. Hopefully.
Yeah, just doing more of what you're doing, but bigger in a sense.
Yeah.
Giggity.
Also, like having a budget to make the content I want to make.
Yeah, that's like the biggest thing, actually having that budget to be able to
Yeah.
make the good stuff.
Hmm.
Do you have a favorite music genre?
Hmm. Aside from like retro game music, like from the Amiga, like or like the Genesis, the Commodore 64, things like that. Aside from that, um, Japanese city pop I really like as well. Like plastic love songs like that.
Okay.
Mm.
What song would be played endlessly on loop in your personal hell?
um. So is that a fancy way of saying my least favorite song?
Yes. I am very pretentious.
Well, this is one song that my father loves, but I absolutely cannot stand. Like, it's a, as you say, really pretentious song. It's like an acoustic song. Like it sounds like very whiny. Like a lot of stuff Chris Farms said in this, like his ski game review. That's what he calls the game because he doesn't remember the title. Um,
Oh, fair
he
enough.
calls that type of like acoustic music whiny rock.
Whiny
And
rock.
like yeah, that it's just that song. It's like that type of music where like the just is acoustic usually, and like the singer it sounds like he's like whining about something rather than like singing from the heart. So it's like
Yeah,
obnoxious.
I've listened to that kind of music before. So
Yeah,
you
it's
aren't the
this is
most
the
pretentious? No, I'm not, but I'm getting there. You practice.
yeah, and like the it's this song is that, but like the worst you can imagine. I think it's called Kisses Back from You or something like that. It's really bad.
Yeah, I can't say that I've heard it off the top of my head.
I don't even want to sing it to you because it's that bad.
I
But I still
appreciate it.
remember it.
Do you have a food that you like that not many others do?
Hmm. I think I mentioned this to you in the server, but I'll say it again. Peanut butter and pickles. I saw it in an episode of Recess once, way back when, and I decided to make it, and it's actually not that bad in my opinion. The
Don't mind
context of
me,
the
I'm just
episode.
ending the call. I kid, I kid. I just,
and the
it's just a
and
different
the
kind of food. It's a different kind of
yeah
food.
and
Not my thing.
it, yeah, that's fair. And the context of the episode is like I think if I remember there's like the drill sergeant boy in the show. I forgot their name, but their father is like a drill instructor, and and they kind of like they make their kid that food like as like a nutrient that like, help them get stronger or something. I don't remember the entire context of it, but yeah, that's what I remember from my top of my head of it.
Fair enough. I haven't watched Recess in like forever.
Me neither,
I
to
remember a
be honest.
handful of people. If you could have anything for breakfast, what would it be?
Sushi. It's not even a debate. Like the Madagascar penguin saying like ice cold sushi for breakfast. Yeah, that's me. That's a mood.
Really?
Yeah.
Personally, I like beef rolls or chicken rolls. Aside from that, I do not like sushi.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
I'm just not a fan of fish.
Yeah, that's fair. I hear people in family aren't fans of seafood. I just happen to really like it. Seafood things.
Yeah, and everybody has their own stuff that they do enjoy.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of chicken rolls, I thought you were talking about like there's like this Italian meal called spadini, and like it uses veal, or if you don't have veal, it's a substitute for pork. It's like you wrap it with like wrap it and like roll it and with like breadcrumbs and such, and then yeah, it's like stuffed mushrooms but with meat and rolled,
Okay. Interesting.
and it's pretty good.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, I think it's
Um,
an Italian dish or something like that.
I honestly wouldn't know. What topic could you talk about the most?
I am an Italian American, by the way.
Oh yeah?
Not born in Italy. I'm 75% Sicilian, 25% Genovesian, give or take. I just wanted
Bedini
to let you know.
skewers, by the way.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, me neither. Actually, me neither. I don't really speak Italian, like, at all, even though I have family who do.
So what topic could you talk about the most?
Like retro gaming stuff, pretty much. Like specs of like old hardware and such, like like also gaming history and such. Yes, for example, like the Magnavox Odyssey, the first consumer game console ever made. The games were the game library is like very small and very easy to remember. It's like the only game library I can memorize. I'm gonna spell them all out to you right now.
Go for it.
Game Game 1, Game 2, Game 3, Game 4, Game 5, Game 6, Game 7, Game 8, Game 9, Game 10. I'm not
Perfect.
kidding. That's not a joke. There's overlays you could put on the TV for certain like game numbers that you put on, so there's CRT television, so you can like play that like specific thing for that specific cartridge. But yeah, if you're just talking about no overlays whatsoever and like just games on a cartridge and such, that's the library name. That's all. That's all. And I find that really fascinating.
Oh, well, that's something I didn't know either.
Yeah. Also, this is an obscure game console called the Pioneer Laser Active. It's super rare and super expensive. It's like it's a laserdisc based console. It's also a laserdisc player. And way before the PlayStation 2 did that with DVDs. And it didn't really do well because it's super expensive and like I think only released in Japan, or if I recall. So, and like the thing is, the game part of it, like it worked via having like a module for like a Sega Genesis, Sega CD sort of thing, or called the Mega Drive in Japan, the Genesis.
Yeah, yeah.
You put
It
it you
had
put
different
it
names per localization.
yeah, you put like a module specifically made for the laser active that can play Sega CD games, and also Laserdisc games that use like the Sega CD hardware that use the Laserdisc, which is a lot larger than a CD or DVD in physical size. Like think of like a record,
Yeah, like
like a
records
vinyl
are
record,
they're
but optical.
big difference.
Yeah. Um. There's also like a TurboGrafx 16 module for it. Like
TurboGrafx
if you know that,
16.
that's also a console. That's called the PC Engine in like the in Japan.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, and they had games like that use like that that use the laserdisc with that hardware, and also like the the TurboGrafx or PC Engine CD games as well.
That huh. There's a lot of that technology that I just didn't fully really think
And like
about a whole lot.
there's like ports of like Laserdisc arcade games for Laser Active, like that reserve the arcade quality because the arcades also use Laserdisc.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Yeah,
So, is there a specific topic you would like to avoid at all costs?
like interpersonal drama if possible,
That is
like
fair.
things like
Most
that.
people don't like actually dealing with it.
Yeah, it's true.
Um, who is the most interesting person you have met or interacted with?
Gotta think about that one.
Then we can move forward for now. If you could
Yeah,
have
that's
lucid
fair.
dreams, what would they be about?
Well, being my true self in like
Based?
every single way, and like, like probably involve my fetishes and such in some way sometimes,
And all those
not every
fun,
time.
redacted
Um,
dreams?
yeah.
Has any story gotten you to change your perspective?
Hmm. Let's as in let's see. um. Not that I can think of off the top of my head,
Nothing's
but
really
I
jumping out to you. That's
yeah.
fine. Is there anything on your mind you feel should have more attention brought to it?
Oh, that's actually good. There is something I think should be have attention brought to it. There's the Curse Farms guy who does Ross's Game Dungeon also like makes a point of. He also makes like content regarding like stopping the phenomenon of like games relying on a central server being shut down with no recourse for like for the player. And the thing is, a lot of those types of games like were bought with a like what's known as a perpetual license, which means you buy it, you own that copy, and people and like companies are taking away people's access to that game.
Even though they have a perpetual license?
Yeah, and it's like
That's
and
rude of
like
them.
it's potentially illegal too in
They
like
should at
certain
least let the
jurisdictions.
community host their own servers.
Yeah, and sometimes like they don't ask, don't tell, but some other times like they go out of their way to shut down those servers. In way too many cases.
Yeah, and that just, well, kills the last bit of the
And,
community keeping that game alive.
yeah, and the thing is, it's like fraud. It's like it could be considered fraud in turn to Sessions, and like he wants to like fight to make that practice like illegal and like to have like an end of life plan for games if they have like end support, so like the community can like take over more like efficiently and easily, and like have like community servers like made like with like I'd have to like give you like the specifics, like there's like an entire chart, like multiple charts, like and then like an entire like hour-long video like detailing it
Oh, jeez.
that he made. It's called Games as a Service is Fraud, and it's like a super good video, like cause he goes like over everything in the way only he can.
That is good to hear. That's what you want to do with your content.
Yeah, and there's, like one analogy. There's a few of his trademark analogies that stick out to me. one one is like he there's like some people who compare it to like a park game shutting down to a park shutting down, but what his comeback to that analogy is like if a park shuts down, those trees are still there and all that nature is still there. They don't erect like an entire dome like around the area in order to like make sure no one gets in or out and no one can ever go there again physically, which is what happens with game being destroyed that rely on the central server.
Yeah, that's essentially it, pretty much.
And also another analogy of that in that video I really like is like trying to remember like the specific like argument, like I know like the analogy involved like clowns stabbing people. So,
Clowns
that's the type of
stabbing people?
analogy. Clown stab like oh yeah, like people make arguments like that like there's leaderboards, there's like matchmaking and like things like that, and people are like making the argument that you need games to be able to be relying on essential pros to be even though they can be destroyed in order to have those good things, and he argues no, they don't. They can still have that and not shut down the game. And like he says, like it's like you can't. It's a false dichotomy, like to have to not to believe that you can't have the good without the bad, and and the and the argument he makes is like this: you can be both be in favor of the circus coming to town and Also against clowns stabbing people. Is what he makes.
Yeah, yeah, I think I can get that. Like, I was wondering what that argument had to do with Clussy, but now that makes sense.
Also, like people are like people made the argument like that's if okay, games could go bad, but he lays out like their numbers, their code, like they don't go bad. Like, but the container of it goes bad, like a drive or such. But you can transfer that data from one drive to the next,
Yeah,
and like, yeah,
and there's always going to be a bit of a, at least some kind of demand for it. They
yeah,
just can't keep profiting off of it endlessly. Boo hoo.
yeah, yeah, exactly. It's why like games get shut down with no recourse. They don't like
It's just
like games
ridiculous.
relying on exactly. And I think I'm on Thrill Seeker server and like the latest like game shutdown. I think like at least high profile is like Echo VR. Even though I don't really play that game, like yeah, it sucks that it's shutting down and it shouldn't be that way. Especially like then since like there's like microtransactions for cosmetics, I believe, like that can also be considered perpetual licenses, according to him to Ross in his video, and that could also be considered fraud on certain jurisdictions. Like the
Huh.
reason he mentions like the law is like he thinks it's the only way out, really, and I fully agree with him. And
Yeah,
like
I would have to put more thought
his
into this topic,
vid-
honestly.
Yeah, his video on Thrill Seeker's video on Echo VR like mentions Ross's video, and I think I might have something to do with that because I'm in his server and I was able to talk to him out and relay that video to him.
Nice.
So yeah,
It
so
is nice when
but
you're
to
able
be
to get in
fair,
contact.
yeah, and also to be fair, it could have been also his friend sadly it's Bradley because he's also a fan of Ross.
Okay.
Occurs fine.
You still might have had some kind of impact. You never know.
Yeah.
What is the weirdest way you've met somebody?
Actually, I can remember like literally last night at like one of the at an event in VR. I saw someone in VR and then like they were like, "Oh, I recognize you! I recognize you!" And they were also another content creator on like the spicy site.
Oh, nice.
And they followed me, and I was following them, and they were following me before we met in VR, and they recognized me, and like, and I was like, it was really nice to meet you and such, and yeah, they seem super nice, really.
That's great. It's so nice when you're
Yeah,
able to meet people like that.
yeah.
What's the most amazing natural occurrence you've witnessed?
Well, amazing as in bad, like the Canada like fire like that happened. That the smoke
I,
spilled into New York, and like
and that's one way that something can be amazing. I typically think about the Northern Lights, but to each their own. Also, sorry that our country caught fire and sent smoke to you.
it's not your fault. It's
Blame Canada, though. Didn't you see the newspapers?
um. Yeah, the silver lining is like it. There are like really good like meme pictures of it. Like I think like one of my friends on Discord sent me like a photo of like in Manhattan, with the olive oil with the orange smoke, like smoky atmosphere.
Yeah, like you get a lot of that smoke up here. Just blocks out the skies.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Nerdy Nanny. He was talking about arson a lot. It could
Yeah,
be. Could be.
possible.
Would you ever go to space if given the chance?
I might have to think about it. If there was like extraterrestrial life and I could live like longer than like humanly possible at this current time,
God damn it, chat.
then
Only you can
I'd
stop
think
forest
about
fires.
it.
You're contributing to them.
Yeah, you give a hoot. The power is yours.
What do you resent paying for the most?
um, well, I'd have to think about that.
I'm gonna go with healthcare.
Oh yeah, that's a good answer.
Yeah, it's a good fallback one. Healthcare, rent, food, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, thankfully I haven't had to do that yet, but I'm living with other like problems.
Fair
I'd
enough.
rather not get into.
You absolutely don't have to get into it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be giving me that, okay. Um, what is the worst job you've ever had?
I never had a job in my life. I'm in NEET right now.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Then what
But I have
change would you like to? Oh, go ahead.
I also but I have a degree in like media studies with a focus on emerging media. So I have a
Okay,
full bachelor's degree, and I thankfully don't have debt either.
it's good to have that safety net.
Yeah.
Like, I really wish that more people would be comfortable with letting that safety net exist.
Well, the thing is that my family doesn't really accept my gender identity. Like I yeah, my parents pretty much don't accept my gender identity, and but I have a trans brother who lives somewhere else with a friend, and they accept me. So that's good at
That's
least.
good. They better accept you. 'Cause if they don't,
Mm.
I will. I'm your new parent. I'm your new sister. I'm not. I don't want to do parent stuff.
I have a brother that's trans mask. I mean,
Oh yeah,
yeah, who's a trans man. That's what I meant by sibling.
nice.
Mm. And they accept me.
Good. I'm glad that they accept you.
Yeah. Yeah.
As everybody should.
Yeah.
Excuse
Thanks
me.
so much.
I mean, we're doing this for trans rights, are we not?
Yeah, that's true. Trans rights.
Trans rights indeed.
Yeah.
Uh, did I ask you about change you'd like to see in the VTuber community?
Well, primarily less PPs and less reactionaries, even less reactionaries.
True, true, true,
True.
true, true. True, 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 true. So
Mm.
many peepees.
Even more reactionaries.
Oh my god, there's like way more.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, the zombie apocalypse is happening. Who are your three choices of people on your team?
Let's see. um. Are we limiting the fictional characters or?
Any. Fictional, non-fictional?
I guess you might be one of them.
Good call, good call. I do have magic and portals and all that fun stuff.
Also, let's see. Chow Yun Fat, the Hong Kong actor who did like gun fu movies
Oh,
back in the
okay.
day.
Okay.
And yeah, that's all I can think of at the moment.
Oh, very prestigious. If you were a wrestler, what would your intro music be?
um, in this avatar at least, like I
Yeah,
think
why not?
something from the arcade game Fantasy Zone.
Okay.
Like it has like a chip tune music, but not like 8-bit, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I get it. I think I get it.
And it's like a bright, cheery game where you play as a sentient ship, destroying like bases and then a boss,
Okay, so it's like a bullet hell.
and collecting. Kinda, but way before bullet hells became a thing.
Oh,
It's
okay, yeah, yeah. A proto bullet hell then, like a side-scrolling shooter.
yeah, that's
What is the
and then
best piece of advice you've ever
and
heard?
then and then and
Oh, sorry.
then there's games like the game lets you like get money and have like upgrades to the ship that some of which like last one life and some of us are temporary, like have like a time bar. And some are like and some like give you an extra life. I think
Oh,
yeah, one
nice.
gives you an extra life.
Pretty
It's an
standard
arcade
power-ups.
game. Yeah.
Uh, what's the best piece of advice you've ever heard?
um hmm. Can't really think of one right now, but yeah. It's a trend. A lot of them I don't really have an answer to.
Totally fair, totally fair. Then we first time this event getting to the last question. What things in your life
Yeah.
are you grateful for?
Yeah. I'm grateful that VR exists so I can look like this.
True.
Thankful like for like retro gaming and emulation and everything to be a thing so I can like experience these games and everything. I'm
Wonderful
thinking
things.
for like people in like the spicy community that has welcomed me with open arms and like made a lot of good friends in that community.
That is great to hear.
Mm.
So we're wrapping up the last few minutes of this time block we got. Would you like to shout yourself out one last time for the end of the video?
Mm. I have a safe for work Twitter and like YouTube and everything like that, but
Check out
um
NessieNep on all her
yeah,
different social medias.
yeah. I'm on NessieNep on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube. Yeah.
And I'm guessing some other sites as well.
I'm not that name on on that website.
Oh, okay.
I'm
You're
not.
a
I don't
different
want to.
name.
I don't want to get banned.
Totally fair. Totally fair. That's fine. But thank you for coming on. It's been a pleasure to talk to you.
Yeah, it's been great. It was fun talking to you, and everything. And then be my nerdy retro gamer girls. So
I do like
yeah.
nerdy gamer girls.
Mm. So it's nice talking to you for this. Bye everyone. Bye Briley.
Take care.
Yay. Trying to hang out.